I've been getting a lot of requests to make a review of my fishing tackle, and nah, I'm just messing with you. Nobody made a request to make a review of any of my fishing tackle. This review will be completely unsolicited, so I apologize about that. But requested or not, this is a review of Shimano Cardiff 401A. This is the left-handed version, but everything will apply to the right hand obviously as well. So, starting with the most important and the best feature of this reel in my opinion. That is the frame. Look at this frame. Thick, solid, one-piece aluminum frame. No little pieces stitched together with screws. One piece thick aluminum frame. This is a feature of only the most expensive reels out there. Daiwa Yoga Bay Jigging. One piece aluminum frame. Feels like you hold a stone. Ryoga shrapnels. It feels like you hold a freaking weapon. Okay? That is not the case for all reels. Let's say, for example, a $200 top of the line Abu Garcia record. Very nice reel. I like it. Very good features, very nice bearings, whatever. I'm going to be doing a review on this next. But the frame is not good. Many pieces in the hand does not feel as solid as the one-piece aluminum frames. Frame no good, side plates also very thin. Ends up with all of these good components inside the reel with not good feeling in the hand. This thing, solid frame, and the side plates also very thick. I'll show you a video of the side plates. Very thick side plates, which is important because if you see all of these screws here, these screws hold a mounting plate for some of the bearings that hold the spindle. So that the whole feeling of the reel is, as soon as you get this reel out of the box, it feels so solid. Like, you will love this feeling. I don't care if you've owned cheap reels or expensive reels, you will love the feeling of this reel. Okay, let's move on to other stuff. Second important stuff, gears. Gears are okay. Nothing special. Regular brass gearings. The things to look out for when you're evaluating gears is, are they oversized, and are they made of special hardened material, and do they have special precision in cutting the teeth of the gears. These are not oversized. If anything, they seem to be small for a reel this size. They're just normal brass. They're not any aluminum or stainless steel or any hardened material like Hagan gears that Shimano uses for other stuff. And they're not precision cut either. That said, they do feel really smooth. Nobody, again, regardless of whether you owned cheap or expensive reels, nobody will spin this reel and say, oh, that's kind of rough. This is a very smooth, very quiet reel. Moving on to other stuff. Clutch. Very pleasant operation. The right amount of depression. I don't like clutch that depresses only like a quarter of an inch. This one has like a half an inch of travel. It's not too loud. It's relatively positive. The clutch feels very nice. The gripe that I have with the clutch is, why is it only halfway? Why is it not hinged on both sides of the reel? This makes me nervous that one day it will give, it will fail. And if you look at the forums, what is the most, frequent failure on this reel? It is exactly this clutch here. However, Shimano has excellent support for anything they sell. All of these reels, you just go to the website, you click on the reel, you get a full schematic, you get the part number, every part is available, you order it, you replace it, and that's it. So I'm not afraid that if it fails, I'm gonna have to lose the reel, like with some other brands that don't support their reels. But that's the clutch. What else? Nothing here clicks, okay? Nothing clicks on this reel. Look at this. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, on the high-end reels, the spool tensioner knob, you adjust, it clicks. The drag, you adjust, it clicks. Even when the fish peels off drag, you can hear it. Nothing like this here. Very simple mechanisms, nothing clicks. The spool tension knob is okay. I wish it was a little bit tighter, but never had a problem with having to readjust it. The drag, however, not good. Subpar, even for $100 reel. Okay. Cat Max, better drag. This cheap Chinese eBay $30 reel, the same drag as this thing. Okay. It has 4 drag washers. 2 of them are carbon, the other 2 are plastic or nylon or paper, I can't tell. But because those 2 plastic nylon carbon nylon washers, the drag feels very slippery. Very slippery, not a good drag on this reel. So you end up, if you tighten a little bit, the adjustment is not very good either. If you tighten a little bit too much, now there is no drag and you risk losing the fish. If you loosen a little bit too much, which is just like a half a turn, now the fish takes too much drag, which I can control with my finger pretty good, but I can't reel because it's slipping. That's my problem. When I try to reel, it keeps slipping. I want drag that holds more. And I solved the problem. I bought and replaced the plastic drag washers with carbon drag washers. Excellent drag now. It cost only $6 and I recommend to everybody. And I'm making a video on how to replace the 2 plastic drag washers inside. What else? Handle. This is not the stock handle on this reel. These are the stock handles. Okay. The stock handle on this reel is also one of the lowest points of this reel. Okay. This is a size 400 catfish and carp reel. It's too big for muskie. Okay. This is for very heavy fish. Give me a large handle with a good knob, okay? It doesn't have to be doesn't have to be fancy. I just want a large handle so I can grab it and hold it comfortably. Why do you, what is this? What is this? This is the handle of a size 100 bass or crappie reel. That's what it is, okay? Look at this $30 Chinese reel. Look how much bigger the handle, okay? I mean, it's still a cheap handle, EVA foam, nothing fancy, but it's large. it's easy to hold, you know, and easy to winch. I don't have any of these round reels here a worse handle than this. Okay, this is a $50 Catmax reel, the same like this. It has a 100mm handle. This is 80mm. Tiny handle. You get a nice fish, you try to winch, you go no good, no good. Okay, and unfortunately there are no cheap handles for this reel. There are no cheap handles. Okay, if you want to buy a good handle, it will cost you $20. Now I got this one. I don't want to say, but I got a great deal from another YouTuber called Captain Dave, one of the best saltwater channels on YouTube. I recommend to everybody to go check his channel. He removed these handles from some of his reels and he sold them to me. So I was lucky to replace the stock handle with oversized handle. The second best option is a $10 handle from Bass Pro, which is similar. It's the same like this, but it's 100mm instead of 80. But this, I like these power handles with only one knob and a weight on the other side to balance it. Okay. What else? Aesthetics. I think that's a good looking reel, especially now that I have fewer gold parts in it. This is anodized aluminum. It's not paint. Look at the finish of this reel. Nothing has flaked. Very good looking reel. And the finish will last. Oh, the clicker. One of the most important features for me on all catfish and carp reels. I need a clicker. I don't watch my rods all the time. Okay, I mess around with tackle and I watch my phone. I need to hear when the reel pays line. Okay, this clicker, again, everything here has clickers except the Chinese one. This is the worst clicker, okay, by far. The Bass Pro Shop $50 reel, excellent clicker. The Booger Seer, excellent clicker. These guys, you don't even need a clicker. Every time the line, the spool, you know, pays drag, it clicks like on a spinning reel, if you know what the difference is. You don't need to engage anything. This clicker, very difficult to move. One direction is kind of easy. To return back, it is very hard. Okay, and when you had the rod here and your hands are a little bit slippery and wet and you try and you have to do it with the nail. Look at this. You have to. No, the clicker is horrible, plastic. It's not well hinged on both sides. This button moves around. And these clickers on top of that, a second point of failure after the clutch, they fail very frequently. So I'm even afraid to use it because there is such resistance to engage it. Once you engage it, I cannot even demonstrate you now. Once you engage the clicker though, man, this drag is. Once you engage the clicker, very loud, very nice resistance. But I wish they have the same clicker button as on a Booger Sears and Catmax. They stole their clicker from a Booger Sear. Okay, where is the clicker? Look at this. Beautiful clicker. Look, on a $50 reel. Beautiful. It's positive, you can hear it click. Okay, look at this button. It's so easy to switch on and off. Not a good clicker. I think the drag can be upgraded for $6. Very easy. But the clicker cannot be upgraded. It's another low point. What else on this reel? Good frame. The bearings. The reel has 4 bearings and one anti-reverse roller bearing. The bearings are on this reel A-OK. See how difficult it is. They are not some strict, specs like ABEX 7. They're not hybrid ceramic bearings. They're not stainless steel. They're not corrosion resistance. They're regular bearings, okay? So the reel is not that great a caster, but all catfish and carp reels cast good. Why? Because you have a freaking 3-4 pound weight on the other side. So when you sling it 60-80 yards, no problem with any kind of rod. So the bearings are very easy to replace, but these are quiet and smooth bearings. I don't see the need to replace them. So while the bearings are nothing special, I don't think that's a weakness of the reel. The bearings are very appropriate for this reel. Lastly, durability. I have had my first issue with these reels and I found the fix for it, and I'm making a video for the fix, but I want to here demonstrate to you. Let's see if the microphone will pick it up. I don't know if you can hear this slight clicking noise. Very slight clicking noise. Okay, this is not a functional problem with the reel. You can fish like this 10 more years, nothing will happen. But there is a slight clicking noise when you work. It still casts great, it's still super smooth, and everything works great. Ordered another bearing. Unfortunately, the Shimano part, I'm going to make another video about this. Easy to replace, but not so cheap if you go with the Shimano part. eBay has replacement parts too. If you go eBay, it will cost you $10. If you go Shimano, it will cost you $25. So that's the only reliability problem, durability problem that I have had with this reel. And most people, I'm really picky about this thing. They will never notice this noise, and it doesn't bother them. So it's not really something they would even consider fixing. One last thought about the value of the reel. Is it worth the MSRP of $110? And there are no discounts for Shimano. That's the thing with Shimano and Daiwa. No sale, no discount, no Black Friday, no Christmas sale, no coupons, nothing. You can get $10 off on eBay. That's it. This reel will set you back $100. And at that price, I have to say I'm neutral on the value of this reel. Nobody who pays $100 will regret it. Okay, nobody. I'll do review on all my other tackle. I have $200 reels. Don't feel as solid as this reel. On the other hand, I have some cheaper reels that feel almost as good as this, but have better accessories, better clicker, better drag, better handle. So the reel is worth the $100, but there are even better values on the market, in my opinion. Well, that's the end of this video, and I hope it helps somebody with their purchase decision. Now, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of stuff lined up for reviews, and there is a lot more of this coming up.